If I wanted to do the bare minimum for content creation and still make money, here's how I would do it. The reality is you need a little bit of strategy to do this. You can't just post aimlessly, cross your fingers and hope for the best. I want an actual strategy. I am going to give you a 5-step, step-by-step plan on how to start making money on TikTok as fast as possible, and as well as some tips and common misconceptions that content creators deal with. You're listening to Huddle to Hustle with Austin McGinley, my first ever solo episode of the pod. Give me a round of applause if you're listening. Yeah, I bet you did give me one. So just a little bit of background. As I said, I'm Austin McGinley. I'm otherwise known as McHente. I have 24,572 followers on TikTok as of today. I started doing TikToks a year ago in January, have been posting every day since then, but I didn't start making money until about April and May, and I made $10,000 last year from mid to late April to December, which is a ton of money for a person that's still in college and has 2 part-time jobs. It's a ton of money. So let's jump right into the steps. The first step of content creation, creating your TikTok, start making money, is to figure out what kind of content you even want to post. So what are you passionate about? What do you want to post? I figured out that I wanted to post about sports. I'm a big sports fan. If you can't tell from behind me, I have a lot of sports stuff. If you're listening, audio listeners, I got 2 basketballs, a Celtics and Nuggets one. I have a football, a Patriots helmet, a Celtics sign, a Jason Tatum plush, a Nikola Jokic bobblehead. I got a lot of sport. I'm a little nerd too, though. I got my plushies behind me. Don't worry about it. Anyways, figure out what you're passionate about. I just mentioned a lot of things you could be passionate about. Pokemon, Mario, cleaning, cooking, low-calorie meals, gardening. Those are just school. An easy way to do this if you're in school. What are you studying? What are you going to school for? I go to school for sport management. Are you going to school for to be a nutritionist? Are you going to school for environmental science? What are you going to school for? You could easily make content about those things because you're 1, knowledgeable, and 2, you're passionate about it. Passion and knowledge is going to get you really far in TikTok and the TikTok world. I'm passionate about sports and I know a lot about sports, or at least I act like I know a lot about sports, and that has seemed to get me to where I am today. Those 2 things definitely will help when it comes to step 1, which is figuring out what kind of content you want to post. As far as step 2 goes, to creating content and making money on TikTok, you need to find people in your niche and see what they're doing, see what they're posting. This is called doing your research. Research is massive for TikTok. Look, I know you're wanting to do as little as possible to make money, and this really is the bare minimum. This is so easy. Find people in your niche. Look up the thing that you're interested in. Look up sport creator, health creator, fitness creator. Look at all of them. Follow them. Watch their stuff. Go through their page. You're going to scroll through their page, and you're going to see which videos have the highest views. Look at the ones that are outliers on their page. Click on the ones that's an outlier. See if that's something that you can twist and make your own, and then post that on your own page. So step 2 of becoming a $10,000 a year TikToker is to do your research. And on top of that, another thing with hooks, this is a little bit of a tip. Did I say hooks? I gave away the tip. Another thing to do with research is hooks. When you find something that's working, notice the hook in a video. It's not enough to just watch the video and be like, oh, I'm going to do that. Notice the hook. You don't need to copy the hook word for word, but if they had a call to action in the beginning, if they had a big noise, if they had a transition, if they had what caught your attention in the video that you noticed. In their videos, what catches your attention? You can replicate that. Don't need to copy it. You're not going to get paid. You're not going to grow for copying. You don't want to be someone else. You want to stand out. But seeing what's working for others is huge in the research game. So step 3 of becoming a $10,000 a month, I wish a month, $10,000 extra in cash a year just from posting on TikTok 10 minutes a day. It's simple. It goes right from step 2 to step 3. Follow those accounts. Like I said, follow those accounts, and more importantly, you're going to make your For You page a creator hub, a niche hub. So basically what I mean by that is that anytime a post pops up that's in your niche on your For You page, you're going to want to like it, engage with it. You can comment, watch the full video. You want to engage with those videos to make your For You page more dedicated to that. And more importantly, when you're going through your For You page, you scroll. Let's say you're in the fitness game. You just watched a full gym video, you liked it, you watch the entire thing, then you scroll. The next video that pops up, and I know it's hard to resist, is a cat video, a cat playing. You want to hold it down, hit not interested, scroll. Another random video pops up of Mario Kart gameplay. You're going to hold it down, not interested. This TikTok account is not for you to doom scroll. This TikTok account is for you to make money, and a lot of it fast. So you're going to want to do these things to make your For You page easier to do your research. You won't have to go through and look up different accounts and look at those accounts daily, because it's just going to pop up on your For You page. This makes step 2 only a one-time thing. If you don't do step 3, you got to do step 2 over and over and over and over again, and that's going to take forever. You're not wanting to spend a lot of time doing this. You probably have another job. You're probably in school. You just don't want to dedicate that much time to it, and that's okay. You can still make money doing that, but that's why you need to be creative, to optimize your For You page, curate your For You page to become your niche, because eventually it'll be optimized to your niche, and that's going to really help you come up with content creation, come up with ideas. I get a ton of videos from sport creators, and I don't copy what they're doing. Sometimes you do the exact challenge that they're doing, but you put your own twist on the hook. You add your own personality, because that's the way that people are going to follow you. It doesn't matter if you have the same format. You have to be a good person. You have to be good for the video. So as far as that goes, we're just doing the tips within here, okay? Little scratch the tips at the middle of it. Let me give you a tip here for step 3. For me, let's give an example. I'm in the sport niche. Now, and I post a lot of football content. If a lot of basketball videos pop up my For You page, I am not going to hit not interested. I'm still going to like and engage with that because it's sports. You can get other ideas from something that is not your exact specific niche. Let's say that you are someone that wants to create content about low-calorie meals. You don't need to hit not interested on other cooking, food, Gordon Ramsay. You'd be surprised about what ideas come up from something that's not your exact niche, because you can see something that's working for someone that's only doing a vegetarian diet, seeing a format that works for them and being like, oh, that's a good format for my video about low-calorie options. I think that that's a fantastic way to do that. You don't want to put yourself in a box, okay? You want to put yourself in a dome, not a box. A big dome, like the Simpsons movie where they put the dome over Springfield. You want all of the niche. You want the whole city under there, not one house. You want the city of that specific niche. So I would let sports be my whole For You page, okay? Sports is my entire For You page. Well, it used to be. I'm bad. When I see a cat video, I want to watch it, and this account has become my personal account. I used to have 2 accounts, one for when I doom scroll, and then the account that I make money on. Was optimized to that, and then I got lazy. So don't be like me, don't get lazy. I got lazy after making money, which isn't good. I need to go through and optimize it again because I'm on the downslope, which happens. You're going to have months that aren't as good as others. February, this is a tip. Tip number 1 before we get to step number 4 is don't get bothered by a low view week, month. Sometimes it happens. March has not been a great month for me. Actually, the second half of March hasn't been good for me. First 2 weeks, fantastic. One of my best 2 weeks ever. Last 2 weeks, some of my worst weeks ever posting TikToks, but that's okay. It's going to come in waves, and you just have to ride it out. You cannot stop posting consistently. So as far as step 4 of becoming a $10,000 a year maker on TikTok, you're not going to believe this one. Hit record. All you have to do is hit record. That's all you got to do. You already have the ideas. You've done the research. You know what kind of content you can make by now. You picked your niche. Just hit record. And then obviously you have to post. That's not going to be a separate step. I hope you know that you hit record and then you hit post. You may be wondering, what do I caption my video? What do I use as hashtags? Hashtags don't matter that much. Do a couple. Do like 5. Hashtag fitness. Hashtag life goals. Hashtag low calorie food. Hashtag healthy. Hashtag fitness life. Look up I like to do this for football, so I'll do hashtag NFL, and then there's also, from when you search that, there's a lot of different options like hashtag NFL football, hashtag NFL memes, hashtag NFL highlights. I literally would just do the hashtag sports to keep it broad as well. Hashtags don't matter that much. Don't get stuck in the mud trying to come up with hashtags, and your caption also doesn't mean that much, but you should be able to come up with a caption just from what is the video, what's it about, or what was the climax of the video, what was the most interesting thing. For instance, I made a YouTube video of the Patriots franchise, and Travis Hunter went crazy. So I said, Travis Hunter, record-breaking game. Easy as that. Nothing too hard. And if you really are struggling to come up with it, put your description into ChatGPT and let them come up with caption. Let them come up with a hook. Using AI is fantastic for content creation. I cannot lie to you. It's really good for hooks. It's good for titles. It's how I came up with the title for, well, it didn't even come up with the whole title for this, but it gave me an idea for this title. It came up for like half of this podcast episode title. So shout out ChatGPT. No, I'm not sponsored today. They can sponsor me though if they're listening to this. That'd be great. There's one more step. I did say it's 5 steps. You have to hit record and you have to post it. So step number 5 of how to start making $10,000 a year just from posting 10 minutes a day on TikTok is to evaluate your video honestly. You don't need to get down in the dumps about a video being 200 views, 300 views, 400 views, 100 views, 50, 1,000. You need to look at it honestly. Was it an engaging hook? Ask your friends. Is this engaging? What made you stop watching this video? You can really get a lot from that kind of interaction with someone that you're close to, as long as they'll be honest with you and they're not a yes man. But look at the analytics. There's a whole analytics tab of TikTok, and it lets you look at when people clicked off of the video, the exact time, the average retention rate. So if it was 7 seconds, if it was 10 seconds, 2 seconds, that's basically how long someone's sticking around. And then you can also look at watch time. How much percent of people watch the full video? You want it to be like 30% plus to be a good quality video by TikTok. TikTok will push a video that has 30% plus watch time. So here's a tip number 1 for trying to grow your TikTok. If you're trying to just grow quickly, which is what I was doing to get to 10,000 as fast as possible, you need to be posting videos that are 30 seconds or less. You can post minute-longer videos, but here's the key with TikTok. Watch time is everything. You need to sit down for this one. This is probably the most important part of this entire video if you are trying to grow quickly. Posting videos that are less than 30 seconds when you have less than 10,000 followers is amazing because you're not going to get paid for those videos. Once you hit 10,000, that's when you'd be posting minute-long videos every time because you want to get paid, right? But when you haven't hit that, do the 30-second videos because it's so much easier to get someone to watch a full 15, 10, 30-second video and get 75% watch time from your entire audience than it is a minute, 2-minute, 3-minute video where we're getting 3, 5, 6%. I've noticed that 30-second videos do a lot better. So if you can get through your thing quickly, that would be huge. Again, mix it up. Another tip, you don't want to just post the same content over and over and over again. That's insanity. You got to try things and see what works for your niche. For instance, you could make talking head videos. You can change your captions, see what works there. I do that all the time. I make a similar video, but I'll change the captions. You could use B-roll. You could use filters. See how long the video. If a video is 30 seconds and it does well, maybe you keep doing that. If a 45-second to a minute long does well, if your minute long content is doing good, do that. But 30-second videos really helps me grow to 10,000 followers. It definitely gets the following up because you're able to pump them out like crazy. You're making 30-second videos. That really takes 5 minutes out of your day to do that. So moving on to what I have listed here as the tips, I've already gone over a good amount of tips throughout the steps, but just remember it's going to take time and you need to be consistent with your posting. And I mean consistent as in consistently quality posting. You're not just posting a random thing just to post. Don't post just to post. You should be posting quality stuff, something you're proud of, something that you would be happy if you were a consumer watching that. You don't want to post something that's boring. You don't want to post something not engaging. You don't want to post something not informative, not educating. You got to have a purpose for each and every video. So another tip when it comes to trying to gain followers, I did this a lot. Once you hit 1,000 followers, you can officially start live streaming. So I did that a little bit here and there. I've maybe live streamed 10 times in my whole TikTok time, but I've gained like 500 followers just from live streams, and those are the ones that really are following for you. Because if someone joins your live stream, you might not be doing what's exactly in your videos or doing the same thing. They're following you for your personality, which means they like you. So if you're in a sort of niche where you're selling something, like you're a coach, you're a personal trainer, and they're following you from live streams, those are the quality viewers that you want. Those are the viewers that you want to keep engaging with, and maybe DM them or they'll DM you, you respond. They will probably purchase something from you because they like you. But that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic when it comes to selling your personal brand to others. So I already said try different formats, and I mentioned that you need 10,000 followers to start making money. So you just You need to be patient because it's going to take time. But doing the 30-second videos, trying different formats, doing your research, all of those things really would put you in a fantastic position to start making $10,000 a month. And look, I know that you're probably sitting here and you have some problems, you have some objectives. So I tried to come up with a couple questions that maybe I can answer for you right now. So if you're someone thinking, I don't have time to make a TikTok every day, this isn't for me, you're wrong. You're wrong. It takes 10 minutes a day to make and post a quality TikTok for your niche. You do not need to overcomplicate it. You do not need to edit it. You do not need to do this fancy, crazy stuff. That's out. That is a time long ago where you need fancy, crazy edits all the time. You do not need to do that ever. You will be okay posting 10 minutes of something from your day, of you getting ready, of you making a quick meal. You don't have to do anything differently in your life. Sometimes if you're making lifestyle content, put the camera up while you're already doing something. What is the difference? You're recording yourself doing this. Let's say I'm cooking. Put your camera up and you've got you cooking the entire time. That is multiple videos, by the way. You don't have to cut it up into one. That may require editing. It may be hard at the beginning to do that kind of thing, but it does not take long to do this. You have the time to do it. Trust me. I have 2 part-time jobs and I am a full-time student. I understand that you can do it. I know you have time. Everybody can make 10 minutes out of their day to make a quality post. Green screen videos, another tip, green screen videos, less than 30 seconds are a great way to get quick engagement, good watch time. Scroll Twitter for 5 minutes in the morning and you'll find multiple news things related to your niche that you can react to via green screen on TikTok, or scroll TikTok and you can duet someone in your niche. And that is such an easy way to make content that's actually quality. People may want to watch that. People, if you have a strong take on something and a strong opinion, people will talk about it. People will watch it. People will comment it. So objective number 2, I thought that I had to post 5 times a day. Wrong. Do not post 5 times a day. TikTok will think that you're spamming. You may get banned. They don't want you to post 5 times a day. They just want you to post quality videos. So if that means you have to post every other day, fine. Post every other day if that means you're getting quality videos. TikTok will push your quality videos because they want you to make good stuff, so you keep getting people. They want you to succeed because it helps them succeed. The more your videos do well, the more people are on TikTok and continue scrolling, looking at ads. It's how they make money. We're not going to get into that. You don't want to be posting more than 3 times a day. I occasionally will post 3 times a day. Right now I'm posting 1 to 2 times a day, and that's just because I have a series going right now that I need to post every day, but I'm not going to let that be my entire page, so I'm posting 2 times a day till that series is over. But again, it's important to post a lot, but it's not crucial to post 5 times a day. You shouldn't be doing that. But when you're posting every day, it allows the algorithm to figure you out faster and put you in your niche a lot quicker. If you're posting once a week, it may take longer. It may prolong this process. Not to say you can't succeed doing that, but by posting once a day, once every other day, 2 times a day, TikTok's going to figure out what you are and they're going to push it to the audience that they think your video is for. So again, the faster TikTok learns your niche, the faster you start making money. That is all I've got. If you have any questions regarding things I've said, DM me on Instagram. It's just Austin__McGinley. You can DM me there. You can leave a comment on this video and I will respond to you. If you have any questions about what to do, again, reach out on there. Reach out on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can reach out on anything. It's all going to be in my description of, at least if you're on YouTube, Spotify, if there's a description, I'm not sure. You can probably just look up Austin McGinley. My name will pop up in Google, I think, for Instagram, maybe YouTube, maybe Spotify, or TikTok. Of course, my TikTok's McHente. You can find that there as well and DM me on there. Hopefully you enjoyed the first solo podcast and I didn't miss anything. Again, if you have questions, please let me know. But that is exactly how I would start. If I wanted to make another account and started making an extra 10K at least a year, this is the exact step-by-step plan I would do. Hopefully you got something from this. This was Austin McGinley on Huddle to Hustle. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're excited for the next one. See ya!